Hello, my fellow skateboarders, longboarders, and freelance skaters. This is Srinivasan, a fine art photographer, a distance skater, and a small-time freelance skater, coming to meet you guys with another video. Here is my drop longboard. You remember when I did my video of assembling this, and I took it for a spin. It's the same drop longboard. I haven't touched it after a few rides. That drop longboard video was made in 2022 or 2021, beginning of 2021 or 2022, and after a few rides I didn't use it because this 70mm wheels were too slow, so I didn't use it. I've been using 100mm wheels, which you probably saw the conversion of my LDP board into 100mm wheels. So this is still intact, just covered with dust and everything. I haven't used it after a while, and what you see here is a wheel bite mark from 100mm wheels after trying to make a U-turn and everything. So this is the condition of the board at the moment. It's all covered with spider webs and dust and everything. My plan is to dust everything off and want to change the bushings because these are a little soft, and I want to add some riser pads to this drop longboard. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go dust this off and come back. Okay, bye bye. Hi, so I'm cleaning my longboard, right? In the due process, look what has arrived. Cool, right? Can you make something out of this box? Can you read? It's a skateboard wheel. Okay, skateboard wheel, wear resistant, electric skateboards, sports black, and all that mixed up words. Okay, and this one cost me 6,780 rupees in Indian currency. Oh boy, cool, right? I bought this wheels for this longboard only because I know this package was coming, so I thought I'll get this ready instead of waiting for this to come and then start working on this board. I thought I'll get this ready, and when the wheel arrives I'll just put the wheel, but both of them arrived at the same point. It's amazing. As I was cleaning, this just arrived. See, I've readied my spanners here, 10-11 spanners. Hope you can make the numbers here. Okay, this is an old one, so I'm just returning it. I got my longboard bushings. These are tall bushings actually. Barrel and a cone, pair of barrel and cone. This one is a mold which I used for creating my own silicone bushings and miserably failed because I didn't know the difference between PU foam and a PU, actual PU, part A, part B. So that video is also on my YouTube channel. You can go and watch them. I've readied my Jaspo, shock pads. Yeah, I've got my skate tool and everything, and that's when this package arrived. Okay, so let's go unbox it. It's my mom who received the package. It came via Blue Dot. Okay, and it's a long story. To keep it short, Amazon data entry person might have misplaced the blue dot couriers way bill number or tracker number, misplaced the way bill number or tracker number inside my order details, and I've been tracking with that number for 2 weeks, and I happen to get confused why the shipment is from Gurugram, Delhi to somewhere in Nepal. And I have been talking to customer service, Amazon customer service. They couldn't help me out initially, but later, after 2 weeks, almost close to the date of delivery, they kind of found out what was the mistake, and they said like the product was in Salem, and that person ended the conversation. I was happy. It's going to come within 26th of March, though it is 5 days past the date of delivery. And I made the purchase on March 6th. Okay, so it was supposed to deliver by 21st March. Okay, and on the date of delivery, it wasn't coming, so I spoke to customer service again, and the other person couldn't be able to tell these places and everything, but he gave me a variable number for Blue Dot, and he said like I was given with the wrong one, so please kindly follow this. And when I followed that, only then I remembered in between this date confusion, I received a SMS from Blue Dot saying that the package is getting delayed. It will be delivered by 24th of March. So I thought that was a spam and I ignored it, but later it was the truth. So then that idea, I've been following it since yesterday evening, and then I got the package today. So thank you Blue Dot, thank you Amazon, though you led me to a way of panic a little bit, because it was the expensive purchase. I've been saving for 3 months, though it caused me a lot of confusion for 2 weeks, but I should say I'm happy that you made this possible, brought this package to my table, literally to my table. So thank you Amazon for putting a smile on my face. Thank you Blue Dot for delivering it on time, not on time, but a day past or the actual delivery date. Okay, so that was the long story short. Let's go unbox. I've got my box cutter here, very old trusted box cutter, which I've been unboxing it for over a year now with this box cutter. And let me tell you, I have not cracked the first piece yet. How do I know I haven't cracked the first piece? Every first piece in the this kind of box cutters will have this edge, a blunt edge. From when you break it, the next one will be sharp. Okay, so I cut the first edge yet, but this is still sharp and functioning, so I lock it all the time. So here is the moment of surprise. Oh, we have one more package inside. Cool. I don't need the box. Let me get rid of that box. Okay, nothing here. So that's how long it has been in the package. Okay, this is a carbon paper. Any barcode paper is a carbon paper. It is printed by heated printer head. Okay, so that's why it is. Okay, let's go cut the package. I didn't get my scissors to the table. I only had the box cutter because I thought everything is going to be easily accessible. But nothing wrong with this. There you go. My very first longboard wheel purchase in a long time. That too, especially a bigger wheel. Okay, a bigger wheel for a long distance skating. Forgive with all the packaging noise. Oh yeah, it was the same wheel just as on the package. I mean, on the picture of Amazon selling. Link. Okay, let me get this out. Foam sheet out of my wheels. So here is the wheel, individually packaged with barcode. That's amazing. It's coming from China. Okay, probably that's why it had that confusion or things with the shipment or packaging or whatever, customs or whatever. But good that people got it to my table. I'm very thankful and grateful for that. Oh wow, look at the wheel. It's a beauty, dude. Definitely a beauty. The urethane, that's awesome. The contact patch is very shiny. Okay. Oh, it's offset center core. Okay. How do I tell? It's flat here and it's rounded on the other edge. Just look at the core going inside and it's somewhere here. So it's offset core. Okay. That's awesome. So I have to mount it this way. Okay. To the axle. Okay. So that the open end is this is the open end. Okay. This one goes inside. Okay. It's awesome, and it has some weight to it. So that's how everything is going to be, I believe. Okay, so let me go and do a quick time lapse for you guys as I unwrap them. Okay. Okay, that was some quick unwrapping of all the electric skateboard wheels. Okay, so as soon as I planned about it, I've been resting that in my mind for about 3 months now. And one fine day I was there in my kitchen trying to make a pizza. That's when I happened to ping, or she happened to ping. It was Lena Merindol from Melon and Kake, MK Longboards. I told that I'm thinking of buying a wheel. It was in the beginning of March, okay, and we discussed and nullified upon this wheel actually. Okay, and I notified about this purchase later to Marvin as he questioned. I forgot to tell him, and they went on a group ride, or like they went on morning distance skating ride or foot biking ride of I do not know, but that's when they might have discussed about this, and Marvin asked me like, I heard you're buying a new wheel, what was that? So then I told him about this purchase, and he was happy about it, and he saw the picture and said me like, okay, see, your wheel doesn't have a solid core. Yeah, it doesn't have a solid core because this is an electric skateboard wheel where it is intended to have an adapter to it where you can mount the belt. Okay, and in case you are using a direct drive electric skateboard, okay, it will help you to mount your wheel to the motor easily. Okay, that's why you have this vented center core. So you said like for heavy riders or any vibrations might crack the center of the core if it is such a hard impact. That's what he said, and I care for you. You've been investing and saving for a long time, so that's what I'm worried about this bill. So I told him, yes, Marvin, I'm very aware about this issue. The center core has that risk, but not with this one. You need not worry, because I've heard that issue only with the iCloud wheels of electric skateboards, and it was a past issue, because like they have addressed to it and things have changed from then. The thing is, we are talking about speed and to the impact. So only if and only you're going to your impact is at high speed, say like more than 40 km per hour, and the people a person who is standing over the electric skateboard, is his weight is also counted. That's when the center core kind of has some sort of withering to the component. But otherwise, this is totally safe, and it's a very good wheel. So that's what I said, and that's what I'm telling to my audience as well. So you need not worry about the wheel which is not having a solid core. Okay, it's vented core. It's just helpful for mounting some the gear adapter for your motor, electric skateboards motor. Okay, so otherwise you can try to use it, with your longboard, and just like any other longboard. Okay, it should work, it will work. Okay, that's the thing about this. It's an offset core and it's a vented core. It has some teeth, it has some 6 teeth to it. Okay, so it's perfectly safe to ride. Okay, so we got the 4. Unfortunately, I have misplaced, or I've used the bearing which I recently bought from Decathlon, or probably I put that into my custom longboard, my Uhuru. I thought I had it with me. I'm going to use that new bearings with this wheel. But anyways, doesn't matter. I have the bearings from this wheel, which is still in good condition. You can see it still keep on rotating, after of no maintenance for more than 10 months. So I think I could just grease it a little bit and put that here in this and replace it to this longboard. So everything is good. One little thing we will do is we'll measure the weight of these 4 wheels, okay, before I put them onto my longboard. I've just dusted them. I need to remove the trucks, I have to change the bushings, I have to add some shock pads to it, and a lot of work is there. So you will go through the process, but before which we'll look onto the weight of these wheels. Okay, peace. Okay, I've got the weighing machine here. Let's go place the wheel. One wheel is about 211 grams. So we are adding 800 grams to the weight of the longboard. Yeah, it's more or less 1 or 2 grams, or let's give 3 grams to the approximation. Yeah, it's almost 210 grams per wheel. Yeah, 1 or 2 grams approximation. Okay, that's some heavy urethane. 800 grams. We're adding a kilo to the weight. Okay, let's go check the present weight of my longboard. Yeah, I gotta adjust the camera a little bit for this to a higher platform. So let's go see. My present weight of the longboard with the wheels is around, can you see it clearly? It's around 3,630 grams, which means 3.6 kilos. Yeah, about Lena and Marvin, I'm the most fortunate person to, having spoken to them and having them in my, friends list, or distance friends list, or like as a person to talk to them. They are the most nicest and kindest people I have ever known, to help a complete stranger from a completely different land, So I'm very thankful to them. So when I nullified on this wheel, it's not because of completely on my intelligence. It was partly because also Lena was helping me out, and also because I had only 2 choices from India. Okay, either to buy a 90mm version of this. Okay, this one is 83mm. We'll measure this shortly. I was going to do that when I was about to mount it. This is an 83mm. What you're looking here is the yellow one is the 70mm wheel. You could see the size difference. Okay, this one is bigger. So when I was thinking of buying a 90mm wheel, or the 83mm wheel, or the Cloud Rides, I had only these 3 choices, out of which Cloud Rides was expensive than my Revin Fixie. Revin Fixie, I bought it for 11,800 Indian rupees without the modification which I did after. But Cloud Rides, bang on from the right from the start, it was 12,800 rupees. so in Indian currency, so which is nowhere like a meaningful purchase. Though I am saving for 3 months and I can afford that, it wasn't a meaningful purchase. So and 90 wheels were not allowing me to buy it in 4 number, and only 83 wheel seller was allowing me to buy 4 of them all at once. So that's why I nullified on the 83 wheel. So that's a story behind the wheels, and I'm very thankful for Lena, Marvin, and to all the distance community people. They have been very kind and helping me out, and to all the distance skating groups on the Facebook. You guys are awesome, man. Thank you. And that helps me to make videos to help people if they are actually benefiting from it. I don't get much views or much flamboyant reception to have a monetization out of it. I don't get nothing from making this or buying this. It's all my investing into my deeply passionate interest. That's all I can say. But anyways, I have to be very thankful to all these people, distance community people, Lena, Marvin, and every help groups and community groups on Facebook regarding skating. Thank you. Peace. I've removed the wheels on both sides. Okay, I'm going to go remove the trucks, change the bushings, dust off a little bit, change the bushings, and show you for one side, and you can assume how it is done for the other side. Peace. And meanwhile, I got to remove the bearings and clean them to move it to that one. Okay. Yeah, it also take the same 608 bearings. Okay, 608 ZZ or 608 RS. RS means rubber shield, ZZ means metal shield. When it is RS, 2RS, it's metal shield on both sides of the bearings. There are 2 sides for the bearing, right? So the shield will be there on both sides when it is 2RS. When it is RS, it's there on one side. When it is ZZ, the shields are there on the both sides of the bearing. Yes, it takes 8 608 bearings. Okay, let's go change the angle, come back. Okay, bearings are removed. The wheels are just there. Plus or minus few decimals for this dust that is there on this wheel. Weight of one wheel is 168 grams. Okay, let's see if that is the truth for every other wheel. 165 here. Probably I've been pumping with that wheel. It got 165 again. Probably that had a lot of grease or dust in it. 167 here. So probably I've been pumping with that wheel or something. That kind of removed the urethane on it. Whatever it is, it was good. I can understand how much the entire thing would weigh. It's 663 grams on total. Cool, good to know. So minus 663, the deck and the truck must have been weighing around 3 kilos. So I'll be adding 800 more, and my board would be of complete weight with 3,800 grams or 3 kilos, 3.8 kilos. Okay, so all good, man, all good. Thank you. So let's go remove the trucks, change the bearings, and add some shock pads to it. Peace. Okay, as I was about to clean my bearings, only then I noticed I was running out of the cleaning liquid, which I uses, and perfume grade denatured ethanol, ENA, 1 liter, which I bought when I began my skating journey, freelance skates, and this is still there. It's about, I've consumed about 500 ml of it. I made my own sanitizer with it during pandemic. So yeah, I'm gonna take some to clean the bearings, and the refill in this bottle, the ethanol which was there in this bottle, it was also from the time which I bought this ethanol solution, so it's been there for a while now. It lasted over 3 years. So this is amazing. This is really amazing, actually. Okay, today I'm just going to clean my bearings in the old-fashioned way, just dropping it into the solution and gently giving a shake, and I'm going to let it rest. As simple as that. Okay, looks like I might have been missing few speed washers in the process of removing the wheel. I've got only 5 here. I might need 3 more. I'll fix that, and let's go dismantle the trucks. Okay, got to keep a hold on it, keep aside few of the nuts and bolts, kingpin side of the T-tool, using my left hand to remove it. Yeah, taking it off. Okay, the kingpin has come out clean. So now removing the hanger. Toughest part. Yeah, the bushing came off. Okay, the bushings have hardened over time. Okay, the cup washer also came. Bushings have hardened over time. That's cool. That's a good thing, actually. Need some cleaning. Removing the cup washer and the barrel bushing from the bottom. Remember, this kingpin is loose. I'm not going to entirely remove that base plate. I don't have the necessity unless until I'm doing something on the bottom side of it. All I have to do is remove this hardware for placing those shock pads. Okay, so this is good. I'm going to replace clean this and replace it with the new bushing. Okay, let's switch to time-lapse mode. Bye. Okay, that took quite a lot of time than I anticipated, because the hardwares had become a little tightened over time. In fact, I actually couldn't separate this barrel bushing from the cup washer that it has been seated in. So I'm thinking of leaving the barrel as barrel and putting it there inside. Okay, I actually thought about having the rear truck reversed to a 0 degree or something, than mounting it outwards. The hanger, you know, I thought like I'll have the base plate reversed and mount it, you know, for a 0 degree or something. But then I thought like how I maneuver, you know, where there are quite a lot of turns that I need to take, so I don't want that 0 degree right now. I'm gonna leave the trucks mounted in the regular angle, just like 48 degree or 50 degree that the base plate comes with. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this barrel just as it is on the kingpin. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. And as you see, let me remove the bushing first. Sorry, that's a little mess up. Can you see it clearly here? Okay, let's see like if this kind of fits in the base plate and into the hardwares, and that's going to speak something about that. I don't think it fits well, and this is not the way to mount it. I'm going to cut it anyways. I was just looking if this shock pad would expand a bit, okay, because like we have the hurdle to put our hanger inside the base plate, so this is not going to help us. But I just saw like how good or like how big I have to cut it, you know, like if I have to cut it into two thin pieces and just set it for the hardware alone, or like I just make an opening here and let that sit there. So it looks like the shock pad can sit over the base plate comfortably. All I have to do is make an opening for the hanger to sit, the pivot cup to sit in the pivot, the pivot to sit in the pivot cup of the base plate. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. That's good thought, which was improvised as I am making this video. Good. So that's what we are going to do. Hang on a second. So I don't need this part of the shock pad. Okay, and I'm gonna make it a little more thinner. Yeah, do you follow? I'm known to use or make long format videos. That's what I'm doing. So this is the new shock pad, Jasper shock pad now. That's how it looks right now. So yep, hangers in. Okay, that's good. And those hardwares also got in. I think we are good to a certain extent. I would know the difficulty only when I kind of mount the nuts. If that is going to be complicated, I might have to cut this part also. Okay, since there is a rise, I'm thinking of taking that out also. Okay, it's better to cut this off. That's what I feel. You know, it's like when you have decided to have a French beard, but you are thinking of other styles to have a jawline or something, you know. You want to trim it carefully, so that's what I'm doing, choosing what is best for my board. So there you go, I have trimmed my Jasper shock pad here to suit the need, so it's good. All my hardwares are going to sit properly. Okay, leaving the barrel just as it is with the cup washer, and then goes my hanger. Okay, and I'm going to change the cone to the black cone which I bought. This is of 108 diameter. Okay, that one goes in two, and sits the cup washer over that, and we need the kingpin to go that. I'm just hand tightening here. Okay, And then we need the hardwares to go on the place for all the 4. So this is my usual habit, so I mount it in the diagonal first. I'll hold them in place, okay, and then I go for another diagonal. So that's set. Technically that's set, okay. So once the bearings are ready, I'm going to dry them out, put them inside the wheel and mount it. Okay, that's how it's done for the trucks. Okay, that's what I'm going to do to the other truck. Okay, hope you got something out of it. It's very simple. It's a shiny place, but it's all black. Trucks are black. You might have a little time or difficulty in looking at it, but this is what I got. I've done what I got. Hope you understood what I was doing. My narration could have helped a little bit. So that's it. I put the new Jaspo shock pads onto the trucks, changed the cone bushing, and kept everything just as it is. Okay, peace. I'm gonna go do the other side, and I'll come back when the bearings are ready to be mounted on the wheels. Okay, peace. Okay, just as I said, I cut the shock pads into 2 for both sides, mounted the hardware, change the bushings to black ones, cone 1, and retain the barrel just as it is on the other side as well. So this is the first side we did. I did the same, and I just flattened it out. I did not give too much tight to the kingpin here. Okay, kingpin nut, it's just flattened to the kingpin nut bolt. Okay, kingpin, exactly, in other words, same here. Okay, so you need not show your masculinity to the nuts and bolts that is there on your longboard. Okay, you're just fine as what you are. Simple tightening will do. Okay, they've been soaking in for almost good 20 minutes. I'm going to take them out, place it here. It's okay to place it on the longboard. You will learn after maintaining a couple of longboard surf skates, freelance skates for over 4 years. It's okay to play dirty to make it clean. Yeah, it's very contrasting, right? Oxymorons. Okay to play dirty to keep it clean. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna let them dry, clean them, and we got to grease the axles and all that. We'll go ahead and do it. Okay, peace, bye. Okay, if you are new to my channel, so this is the oil that I use. It's finger oil or sewing machine oil. This is what I use. It's a very thin oil. I use this to oil my bearings. Just 2 drops per side. Okay, that's all it takes to oil your bearing. The shield has some openings, grooves, serrations, which will let the oil in and oil the ball bearings. Okay, all you need is just 2 drops per side. Okay, how big you choose. Okay, the more the oil that is there on your bearing, the more the dust magnet your bearing becomes. Okay, so don't worry about the shields if it is slightly deformed. These are very flexible sheets. Even if it is metal, it's going to work well. So once you oil them, hold it by the center, give it a good stir. It's going to spread inside very well. Okay, it's good. These are pretty old bearings, so it will free up over a few rides. Okay, and when it is mounted onto a wheel like this, which is heavy, it'll spin freely, so you need not worry. Technically, these are not that great of a bearing when compared to other branded bearings like competition bearings from Bones, or like the Bones, the bearing remover company. There are bearings from this company, competition bearings. They are pretty good. Okay, they only give you rubber shield, but these bearings are though not that great. It does the job for your workout or training for your distance skating. So bearings are done. Let's go install it on the wheel. The first thing goes the bearing. Just have to press it and press it hard. And that seats your bearing into the wheel. It's not completely inside. I don't know why I could not push further. There is a little space inside. You could do that. Then you place a spacer. Okay, don't forget about the spacer, okay? It's the most important point. Then you press the other bearing. Okay? Right now, this is all I could do with my hands. Gonna go and use my Bones bearings to press the bearing much more further inside. Okay? Bearing remover. Use this and press it further inside. Okay? From this side. Okay, it's seated well. Now the bearings are seated well. This one sits a little outside. I'll fix that later. Try it one more. It has to go through the spacer. Yeah, it has gone through the spacer. Let me try it. Yep, that bearing has seated inside. The wheel is free to spin. Forgive me, my hands are rubbing on the wheel. That's why it's stopping, otherwise it's spinning freely. So I'm going to do this process for the rest of the wheels, and final stage is mounting it onto my trucks. Peace. Hi. Hope you're seeing what you're seeing. Yes, that's definitely a hammer. What happened was, like, it was pretty hard for me to use the where did I put that tool? Bones bearing remover to fit the bearing. Just I did it for the first one. Okay, so it did not work that way for the second, third and fourth. It was pretty hard, so got to use this piece of wood which perfectly seated to the size of the bearing, and hammer it to seat the bearing inside the wheel. And I put the spacer and place the second side of the bearing into the wheel, and that's when I found the spacer fell down and turned to its side. So then I got to remove it with this Allen key, because Bones bearing won't work when there is a spacer inside, and it came out easily. That's what you need to notice here. That's what I'm telling my audience. It's easy to remove the bearing with a small Allen key which comes with my freelance skates, or you can use the Allen key which is on the sorry, that was hard on the table. You can use the Allen key which is on the top of a skate tool, any common skate tool. Okay, or even a screwdriver could work. So next time when I mounted for the another wheel, what I did was, like, I mounted the first bearing, then I put the Allen key from the bottom, why is it is going inside, yeah, from the bottom, place the bearing over here, and then hammered it on either side evenly, and had my spacer standing, not seated sideways. So in that way I fixed the wheels with the bearings and the spacer. It's all done and good thanks to the very old hammer. And I think this hammer is there in my family for a very long time, the long time as I remember, and it's older than me, that much I can tell you. Okay, let's keep that aside. Next is the placing of the wheel. I'm in a very risky environment here. Let me lower down a bit and use it to the sides. Oh boy. Okay, that could help a little bit, but not too much. I have my oil can opened, I have my ethanol sitting on the other side, I have the nuts and bolts laying around. I can't do anything if it falls over the table. Okay, for this demonstration, it's going to work. Okay, so this is where I had my brush. This is where it is. I'm going to use the brush to grab some grease. This is a wax based grease, universal joint grease, wax ball. So I'm going to apply some grease to the axle. This is my usual thing. I always do apply some grease to the axle. You know, it actually smoothens your ride, protects your axle from water, rust, you know. So apply a little bit. Okay, not too much, just enough, you know, so that your wheel slides down easily. Okay, I think there are no, oh yeah, there is one space washer that is hiding inside. And oh, luckily I did not lose my space washer. Both of them are hiding or sticking it to the sides of the truck itself, so we can go ahead and insert the wheel. So this is this you know, side which has the serrations or the grooves, you know, that goes inside. Okay, so I'm going to use my Allen key to hold the bearing in spacer, the spacer in a position, and then insert my wheel. So there you go, the wheel is inserted. Okay, so now all we need is one more spacer. Okay, from this side I'll show it to you, and the spacer goes there, and you place your axle nut and tighten them. Okay, these are a couple of repetitive steps which I always show it to my audience to keep the video complete, even for somebody who is visiting the video for the very first time. So, and then go ahead and tighten it. You tighten it to a point like there is no wiggle. Okay, right now there is no wiggle, it's not moving sideways, so then you can leave it there. The wheel is pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to do that to all the sides of the longboard and come back. Peace. Okay, so the board is done, completely fixed all the 4 wheels to the board. There is no play to it, you know, it's all done. It's like a brand new drop longboard that I bought. Okay, so it's pretty tall when you compare, you know, we'll measure that lately. Okay, and this is universal, about bi-directional. Okay, I can use it this way or I can use it this way. Either way it's going to work, and the trucks are also mounted in the same fashion, so it's going to function both ways. Okay, so tomorrow is my ride day for long distance skating, my training. So probably I'll take this for a spin tomorrow, and I'll record my review or my thoughts on this board then. Okay, we don't want to take it for a spin today. I think as we have come to the end of the video, we'll measure the weight of this board, and we'll measure the height from the ground, you know, the ground clearance and the weight of this board, and end this video. Thanks for putting up with me for such a long time. Thank you guys. Peace. It could not sit properly on my piezo electric weighing machine, but Yeah, it's around 3,750 grams. That's what I understand. So that's the entire look of the board. That's how it looks. Okay, let's measure. It's about 9.5 centimeters, little less to 4 inches. That's how tall it is. If you take account of the top side of the board, it's exactly 4 inches from the ground, or 10 centimeters. That's at the center of the board. Peace. Okay, am I recording? Yeah, I'm recording. So one thing we forgot when we left out is the measurement of the wheel. So it's exactly 83 centimeters, just as I described on the Amazon product page. So it's 8.3 centimeters or 83 millimeters. Okay, it's an 83 mm wheel. Okay, thank you. Oh, my new wheels are really great to ride. It's extremely comfortable. Definitely slower than my 110 mm wheels, but comfort wise it gives the same comfort. It has the same contact patch, 50 mm. So I'm very happy and satisfied for having bought those wheels. Rides good. Bye. Okay. Be extremely careful when you're riding this wheel. Okay. Don't take it for granted. It's a general advice. Okay. So nothing to be worried or scared of. It's a general advice. And I feel this wheel to be extremely quiet. I love it. I love the experience. Despite being the old bearing, it rides smooth and comfortable. I'm so happy with this wheel. Okay. So thank you. That would be my review. I'm going to get home after this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. If you want to compare to 110 mm, I'm a little bit slow with the rides, but lot energetic because it's lighter. Okay. Bye. Thank you. Oh, you guys can see me? Okay. So I got to thank Lena Meringdal again, because nobody can think straight when they are tired or extremely exhausted, or when they are really scared about riding something new. Okay, I couldn't think straight, so I forgot to tell Lena and Marvin about the arrival of the new wheel, and letting them know that I have assembled the new wheel with the new board, with the old board. Okay, just as I told before. So today morning
I thought like she'll be sleeping. I'll let her know that this has happened, and I'm so happy. I'm a little bit scared also, and all that. I don't remember if I said happy, but I said I'm scared. And I was getting ready. I covered my front lens of my phone. It's my usual habit. I was getting along with my life, and then I found her reply very comforting and helpful. She is a great friend, and she is very helpful, and not that it was intentional, but she is really kind human being. That's what I should say. Any board will take time, so don't be scared. Stay comfortable and try your board. You'll be happy. So it worked, Lena. I'm so happy. I've covered about 6.5 kilometers now. I'm extremely satisfied. And I got super comfortable by 2 kilometers itself. So thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to get going. Bye. Thanks, Marvin. Thanks to distance skating community. Bye. Very successful ride. Very successful ride. I'm so happy. Super wheels. Thanks to my parents as well for helping me out to buy these wheels. So thanks to everyone for supporting this ride. Keep supporting. Thanks everyone. Bye. My part of the street was completely dry. That's what weather said. It won't rain today, but looks like places with dense trees had some pouring of rain just before I arrived here. And I should say, these hollow electric skateboard wheels, or the way I call it, vented wheels, holds good for wet roads as well. It runs awesome. The rolling resistance is surprisingly good, as in like you have the complete control over the board. So that's awesome. I'm extremely happy with this wheel. I couldn't tell about the other factors like rebound and other stuffs because I don't have the luxury to try all the branded ones. So with whatever I have, I should say I'm happy with these wheels. It's been like 1 month since I bought those wheels, and I've taken it for more than 6 rides. Thank you guys. Bye.